You're watching Ticket TV. Like, share, and subscribe on your way in.
All right, you guys, did not know I'll be coming back like this for this video, man. Very, very sad situation, man. Um, Beyond words, this situation. I've always, since I heard about this situation, I practiced caution with this situation. And the reason is because I know being in other countries how things can operate. As a person who's been around the entire world, I know how things can go. So, I always, feel a way when you hear different things like this because, these countries, they don't really want to put themselves in a bad situation with the United States or with another country as far as relations and as far as investigations go down. So when a lot of people were putting out information on the internet, you had people putting out information that wasn't even over there. That's not credible information. The reason why I say that is because they're getting second, third, fourth hand information. Let me tell you something. How many times have you told one person something and then it gets to five different people and the complete story has changed? So it's not like it's coming from a person who was there and then it's going to disseminate into the world. That's not how it's going. But this story right here that I'm bringing to y'all right now, absolutely just devastating. As now more details in this situation with this beautiful black sister, Ashlee Jenae. Regardless of the mistakes she made, nobody on this earth, nobody walking this earth is perfect. You understand what I'm saying? We all make mistakes. We all do things that maybe we regret. She had been vilified for her decision and who she wanted to date. Listen, everybody has made different mistakes and things they've done in their life. A lot of people have judged her harshly because of this. The girl's not even here no more. And it's very sad. People were going in on the man. They instantly came out and said, hey, man, the guy had to did it, blase, blase, blah, without any evidence whatsoever to prove it. And they were just going off basic hearsay, man. What you can't do, you cannot go off hearsay, bro. You have to go off factual information. And so this is a case where, now it's come to a head. Now information is starting to come out. And I'm pretty sure the way things are flowing now, we're probably going to end up seeing that hotel, the real hotel video. Now, it was a fake hotel video that had came out, you guys. And a lot of people jumped on that. And that was a fake hotel video. And it was wrong that somebody used AI to create a video like that. Because that put that muddy the waters. That's why no major media outlet went with that story, because they all knew it was fake. Once you tested that video and checked that video, you knew it was AI generated. There's no way you can run that type of story. You're asking for a multi-million-dollar or lawsuit without a doubt. But now the Tanzanian police department have released their reports, and I believe they're going to probably release that video later on too. What they have stated is just very, very, I mean, bro, it broke my heart when I heard this, when I read this. Apparently, the girl Ashlee Jenae, who was an influencer, social media creator, she apparently had been planning this for a while. She apparently had been dealing with depression. So this just didn't start when she went on vacation. She had apparently secretly, well, let me read the story to you guys, and then that way y'all will get a better understanding on what was going on. So TMZ has came out with a story now. Influencer Ashlee Jenae allegedly asked ChatGPT before her death, how much bleep would unalive me? Now, police in Tanzania say Ashlee Jenae was depressed and asked ChatGPT questions related to ending one's self, leading up to her April unaliving. And this is just completely sad because people on the internet jump to narratives and they don't even know the story. They don't even know these people. They don't know the story. Like, it's just crazy, bro. How much, we have that all in each other to not even say, hey, hold on, let's see what's going on first. Let's hear from the actual authorities what the situation is. Right? Because they had American investigators over there. They had an American doctor over there to get an autopsy as well. Her parents got their own individual autopsy. You haven't heard anything else from them. So here's the situation, but they still put this thing on this dude because, they just didn't like the guy. Let's just be honest. He's a white guy. They didn't like him. Let's just keep it real, bro. Let's just keep it real, man. And I don't think that's right. Regardless of the situation, I don't think that's right. You know what I'm saying? Do black people get it the hard way and all that? Yes, we do. Right? But two wrongs don't make it right. I was always taught that. I'm gonna stand on that, right? And I'm gonna always stand for black folks. But like I said before, you have to have evidence for you come online and say stuff. And see, people will say stuff like that because they don't have they're not fearing of losing nothing because they don't really have nothing somebody wants. But people who do have it and they have a lot to lose, well, then they watch the things that they say because unless they know they right. Because of stuff like this. And to the person who says y'all believe anything the media says, no, sir, we're putting out evidence. And today you're finna see what's going on. And I'm gonna say this to you right now. Once you see this, I'm gonna read this to you. Don't go nowhere, ATL Pink Lips. Just wait, because you're about to see what happen. I don't think you understand the story right now. Just wait 1 second. So it says, check out the translated clip. The Zanzibar Deputy Director, Criminal Investigator Zuberi Chembera says their investigation led them to chat GPT searches by Ashlee ahead of her death, including one in March. So one way back in March, before she even had this trip. See, that's why I said people say stuff and they don't even know what they're talking about. So way back in March, before they had this trip that read, how much bleep would it take to unalive me? Chembera also revealed text messages sent by Ashlee. See, this is the thing that the people didn't tell y'all this. And I want to see what her family's response to this is, because they've also said that text messages sent by this woman to her family and friends proved that she was experiencing depression and distress about her life. And some messages seem like farewell text. But y'all came in here and put a whole different spin on this thing. So what about, we got to ask about her parents, her family, right? Ask yourself this question. That girl had that problem. Did them parents get up there and go out there and see about their daughter? Soon as they got that donation money, the first thing should be on a first flight to see about your daughter. That's a question. Did they ever go out there to investigate themselves? Chat room quiet. Chat room quiet. See, when you tell the truth, people hate that. They hate when you tell the truth. You got people on the internet trying to play internet detectives. We ain't doing that. We're playing real life conversation. Press 1 in the comment section if you would have flown anywhere in the world if that was yours and something happened to yours. Press 1 if you would have instantly got a flight. Press 1. Press 1. Come on, man. Come on, man. You stand for nothing, you fall for anything, man. You stand for nothing, you fall for. How can you ask or question an investigation if you didn't take the donation money and go out there yourself? That's the question. Did the parents go out there? Somebody answer that question to me in the comment section. Did the parents go out there? I need to know. Did the parents fly out to Tanzania to find out what happened with their beautiful daughter? Which is a sad and devastating story. Just a sad story. Because I want to see how they going to answer this. I want to see. And so y'all come on here, y'all demonizing everybody else on the internet, but ain't nobody asking them real questions. You love and care about somebody so much, man, that's your seed. I'm dropping everything. Everything. Straight up. Let me ask y'all a question. I'm going to ask everybody in this comment section a question. Where was the parents from? Somebody in the comment section tell me, where was the parents from? Where are the parents from? What state are the parents from? Somebody tell me in the comment section what state the parents from. Somebody tell me this right now. Please tell me. Hold on. Let me look this up. I'm finna show y'all something. What state are the parents from? Because see, this is where you get to really cooking online. What state are Ashlee Jenae parents from? Let's look this up. Somebody tell me. You said her mom lives in where? Okay, so check it out. I got it right here. The parents of late influencer Ashlee Jenae, Yolanda Denise Andreas, and Harry Robinson are from the state of Delaware. While Ashlee Jenae was born and raised locally in South Jersey and born in Philadelphia. Her parents, right? Now, so the parents are from Delaware, it says. The parents are from Delaware, right? So let's say Delaware or New Jersey, right? Let's say Delaware or New Jersey. One or the other. Pick one. Pick one, y'all. Delaware or New Jersey. Right? Pick one. Pick one. Are y'all listening in the comment section? Right? Are y'all listening? So check it out, y'all. So let's look at Delaware. I'm finna show y'all something. Don't go nowhere. What's the name of the airport in Delaware, y'all? Hold on, let's go to New Jersey. Somebody give me the name of the airport in Delaware. In New Jersey, you got airports. You can go to New York. You can go to the New Jersey airport. All of this. Okay, so let me find this flight right here. Tanzania. Excuse me. Let me find this flight for y'all. Tanzania. Why is it not coming up? Tanzania. Right here. Tanzania. Zanzibar. Right there. Round trip. Let me see something here. Round trip. Let me do a 1 week round trip. Y'all know how much a 1 week round trip is on Orbitz from New Jersey to Tanzania? A 1 week round trip ticket. 1 week, right? It ranges from $1,300 to $1,892. How much money did they get donated? That's a flight. That's from New Jersey. So the point is that for 2 flights, you're looking at like $4,000 for 2 flights. $4,000, $5,000, 2 flights round trip. No more than $6,000. How much money were they donated? See, everybody gonna get quiet when I say this stuff, but it need to be said. The truth need to be spoken out. And is that I'm gonna tell you something. You cannot question. I'm gonna tell everybody something. You can't question an investigation somewhere if you ain't there, boots on the ground, to figure out what the hell is going on, man. Y'all, people on the internet going through 3rd and 4th parties, and I'm gonna believe this person. This person ain't even over there. Oh, I'm hearing that they saying this. What are we doing, man? What are we doing? So I want to ask the parents this. Let me put this on the screen for y'all. Blow this up for y'all. This is what needs to be questioned right there. See that part right there I got screened out, y'all? Somebody said they got over 50K. We had to verify that. I'm still asking, did the parents go out there? That's a question, not a statement. Here's the thing right here, y'all. This is the question that they need to ask. Because ain't nobody asking this. But y'all better ask today. The criminal investigator, the deputy director, Mr. Chimbra, he also said that the text messages sent by Ashlee Jenae, right? He also said, think about this. Chimbra also said that text messages sent by Ashlee to family and friends proved she was experiencing depression and distress about her life. And some messages seem like farewell text. Now, somebody got to ask the parents. This is why I try to tell y'all. Somebody got to ask the parents, hey, is that true? Was she sending y'all text messages all this time? We never heard about that. If that's true, we never heard about that. Why we hear about that? See, somebody got to ask the parents now. Because it gets deeper. It gets deeper now. It gets deeper. And they said this is going on before she went over there. See? This is why you have to listen to the whole story. The whole story. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. It says authorities officially confirmed on Thursday that Ashlee, whose real name is Ashlee Robinson, died by taking herself out while staying at a luxury resort in April during what was supposed to be a birthday getaway turned engagement trip with her fiance, Joe McCann. The Tanzanian police force, read this, y'all, said a hotel employee found Ashlee unconscious in her room after getting no response at the door. Investigators said she bleeped herself from her closet's clothing rail using a robe belt the hotel provides for guests. She died in the hospital April the 9th. Authorities said in April, her immediate cause of death was cerebral hypoxia caused by strangulation and suffocation. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Come on now. Ashlee's family originally told us the death was suspicious and that they had not heard a peep from Joe. Officials said the pair got into a major fight just before her death, but Joe was questioned by the police and never arrested or charged with any crime. Joe spoke out about Ashlee's death on Thursday, telling TMZ, I miss Ashlee every moment, every day, and the pain of being without her would never go away. A sudden loss of this magnitude is not something I can simply get over. Now, let's look at the video. Let's look at the video, because this is the official video that's out now. Beautiful sister, beautiful lady, man. But obviously, she was going through something. This is what happens when you get hooked in social media. You get all these followers, people demonize. I'm telling you this. It was so many people that was demonizing and talking about this girl because of this different things she was saying and stuff that you never know what's going on in people's personal life. That's why I always try to tell y'all, some people come on YouTube, they come on social media, they can put on a great face. You never know what's going on with nobody, man. You never know what truly is going on with any person. That's why you never should jump to conclusions in situations like these, because you never know. So, and everybody on here got to ask the parents, is it true what the police department said? Is it true that this woman sent her family member text messages way before this even happened? Let's go.
Kupitia mashahidi.
Now, you ain't going to understand what he says, but they have the translation at the bottom of the screen. So I'm going to read the translation so y'all can understand what he's saying, right? The translation is at the very bottom of the play. Now let's go.
Kupitia mashahidi,
through witnesses,
pamoja na vifaa mbalimbali,
together with various. Now this is a black man right here saying this now. They want to tell y'all that all these black folks out here capping for this white dude. Let's keep going now. Let's keep going now. Let's keep going now. Let's keep going.
Kupitia mashahidi,
witnesses,
pamoja na vifaa mbalimbali,
together with various
za kielektroniki,
electronic devices that we examined,
tulivyovichunguza, lakini vile vile,
as well as various samples,
pamoja na sampuli mbalimbali tulizozichukua kwenye eneo
that we collected from the scene
la tukio, pamoja kwenye mwili wa marehemu,
and from the body of the deceased,
wakati wa kufanya
while conducting this investigation.
Uchunguzi wa tukio hili imegundulika.
It was discovered. Now look at y'all. Look at this, y'all. It was discovered that before the incident, listen now, very closely. I want y'all to listen.
Kabla ya tukio lile la kujaribu,
namely the bleep attempt on the 8th of April,
kujinyonga siku ya tarehe 8, marehemu
the deceased was suffering from severe depression. Ain't nobody see, that's what you don't know in a person's life, man. You never know a person, you never know what a person's going through. I could be going through some stuff right now and don't nobody on here know, because I ain't gonna tell y'all. You could be going through personal stuff in your life that don't nobody on YouTube know, because you don't tell your personal life. So that's why when you get people on YouTube trying to play internet detectives and don't know nothing about nothing, this is where you muddy the waters, and this is where you end up getting sued and end up looking stupid in court. Because this man say that this woman, beautiful sister, sent messages to her family even before the trip. Make it make sense. And her friends. But they blame it on dude. Let's keep going.
alikuwa na tatizo kubwa sana la msongo wa mawazo.
That the deceased was suffering from severe depression.
Na hii imethibitika,
and this was confirmed
kupitia jumbe fupi
through various text messages
mbalimbali, kwa maana ya message kutoka kwenye simu
from the deceased phone which she used. So they got from her phone messages that she sent to her family and her friends even before she went on that trip. Even before she went on the trip. Come on now. That's why her parents have to answer to this now. And her parents have to answer, hey, is this true? Did she send y'all messages like this? Because they got the phones. They got the messages from the phones. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
ya marehemu alizokuwa akipishana nazo,
to exchange messages and communicate
au akiwasiliana nazo yeye pamoja na mchumba
with her fiance Joseph,
wake Joseph, lakini na watu
as well as other people. Listen to this, as well as other people who
wengine ambao ni ndugu na
were relatives and acquaintances apart from Joseph. There it go right there. 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 They have text messages from her phone that prove that she not only was sending messages to Joseph, but to her family and other acquaintances apart from Joseph, not even him, right? This is what was found on her phone. This is why you got to ask her parents. See, her parents got to answer these questions. See, y'all don't want to ask them questions. Let's keep going.
Lakini na watu
as well as
wengine
other people
ni ndugu
who were relatives and acquaintances apart from Joseph. That's the ex-fiance.
Kuna jamaa wa nje ya yeye pamoja na Joseph. Kwa hiyo hii ilithibitishia,
therefore this helped establish
kugundua mwenendo,
the behavior
wa marehemu
of the deceased
kabla ya tukio lake,
before the incident
la kujaribu kujinyonga,
of attempting to unalive herself, which later led to her death.
ambao kulikuja kusababisha kifo chake. Upelelezi
the investigation confirmed. The investigation confirmed.
Thibitisha bila shaka yoyote,
without any doubt,
tukio la marehemu,
that the act by the deceased
alilolifanya tarehe
which she carried out on the 8th of April
8 mwezi wa 4 2026
2026
la kujaribu
of attempting to bleep herself at the Zuri Hotel
kujinyonga katika hoteli ya Zuri ndio
was what led to or caused her death.
lililopelekea au lililosababisha kifo chake tarehe 9
on
mwezi wa
April the 9th, 2026,
4 2026 majira ya saa
around 3 o'clock p.m.
9 alasiri katika hospitali ya
at Empolia or Global Hospital located.
Ampola au Global Hospital. Hivyo
therefore,
kutokana na
based on the evidence collected regarding that incident,
ushahidi uliokusanywa wa tukio hilo, hakuna
there is no person who can be linked
mtu yeyote anayeweza kuhusishwa kwa namna moja
in any way whatsoever to the death of the deceased.
au yoyote ile kwenye kifo cha marehemu. Na uthibitisho ni
the evidence confirms that the deceased died
kwamba marehemu amefariki kutokana
as a result of her own taken out of herself. Of herself. Of herself. And I'm going to tell y'all something, man. Let's keep going.
na jaribio la yeye kujinyonga lililotokea siku
which occurred on April the 8th, 2026.
ya tarehe 8 mwezi wa 9 ambapo
while she was receiving treatment at the Empolia Hospital.
Akiwa kwenye matibabu kwenye hospitali hiyo ya Ampola majira
at around 3 p.m. on April the 9th.
Saa 9 siku ya tarehe 9 mwezi wa 4 alifariki dunia.
She passed away.
Aidha uchunguzi wa
additionally, phone investigations revealed
simu ulibaini kuwa kwenye
that in March, see, this is where it's going to get super diabolical. In March, before she came to Zanzibar, before Ashlee came to Zanzibar, see, everybody try to say, hey, man, see what he did to her, man. Y'all niggas ain't even had the evidence, man. They got this girl in her phone, before she even came. And that's why I said you got to ask the parents now. The parents got to answer this. The friends, the family got to answer this. In March, before she came to Zanzibar, they went in her phone.
Mwezi Machi, kabla Ashlee hajaja Zanzibar, sio? Aliwahi
She asked a question suggesting the intent to take herself out.
Kuuliza swali lenye dhamira ya kujitoa uhai kupitia programu ya
through an artificial intelligence program,
akili unde AI, ijulikanayo
kama known as ChatGPT. ChatGPT. Before she even went out there, they have her on her phone, texting her family. This is in March. Texting her family, friends, and acquaintances. They have the messages. That's why I said you got to ask her parents now of her sending these messages to them, right? And they have her asking ChatGPT if a certain amount of a certain type of drug would unalive her. You gotta ask the parent. To the person who said don't mean she did it herself. What you talking about, dog? We talking about y'all still wanted to see. This is the problem y'all have. And here's the thing, right? I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Y'all keep running y'all mouth. The video is gonna be released, the real video. And then what y'all gonna say? When the real video is released, y'all still gonna be having these lame excuses. They're gonna, trust me, they're gonna release that real video. Well, look how they walked this thing along the whole time. When they release the whole video and they show that whole video, it's gonna destroy a whole lot of people on YouTube that made profit off this case that didn't even know what they was talking about. You wanted it to be one way, but it wasn't that way. You got to speak the truth and tell the truth, and what the facts is out there, man, and not what you feel, not what you assume, because you know what people's lives, man. So, is anybody going to ask her parents and her family and her loved ones? Did they get any messages? Because the police say, "Hey, man, we got these messages in her phone before she even came here." Let's keep going.
ChatGPT. Swali hilo liliuliza
the question asked that she asked ChatGPT was as follows.
Kama ifuatavyo. How much volume?
How much V word, would kill me, meaning
would kill me, akimaanisha amemeza vidonge.
How many tablets would she need to take?
Ameze vidonge kiasi gani ambavyo vinaweza kumuondoa
to end herself.
uhai. Kwa hiyo
these were some of the messages
hizo ni baadhi ya jumbe ambazo
that we found on her phone.
Tuliziona kwenye simu yake na nyingine,
and others that appeared to be farewell messages. Now here's the problem with anybody who try to say, hey man, Joe put that on her phone. How could he put messages on her phone months before and she not know it? Wouldn't her parents have called her all that time and said, hey, Ashley, what's going on? Why'd you send me this? Make it make sense. Make it make sense. Because you have a preconceived notion. And I've always taught, never judge a book by its cover. Yeah, you might not like Joe. You might not like how he look. But never judge a book by its cover. You better open that cover and read that book. You better open and read that book. Never judge a book by its cover. Let's keep going.
ambazo zilikuwa zinaonyesha kama anaaga.
And others appeared to be farewell messages. Look at this. Listen what he said now.
Kumuondoa uhai. Kwa hiyo hizo ni baadhi.
These were some of the messages
ya jumbe ambazo
that we found on her phone.
Kwenye simu yake na nyingine,
and others that appeared to be farewell messages.
ambazo zilikuwa zinaonyesha kama anaaga na nyingine
as well as others that clearly confirmed
ambazo zilithibitisha kabisa kwamba marehemu
that the deceased had
ana tatizo la msongo,
a problem with depression, and that what
na kitu alichokifanya
she did was something
ambacho alijipanga mapema
that she had planned in advance to carry out. Through her text messages, they had shown that from months before she even went out there, that she had sent family, friends, and close acquaintances these certain types of messages, and that she had been planning this for a while. Now, what could have made her go into this type of state? You never know, man. It was so many people demonizing her online for dating a white guy anyways. Remember all the people she was going back and forth with on the internet that was demonizing her, saying, hey, man, you selling out, you going over there to the man, all this other stuff. Remember all that? That was going on before she passed away. Remember that now? Remember, she was going back and forth with people online. See, people don't think about it. They don't understand all this stuff. Remember that? Remember that? Somebody said, was she forced to text those messages? You're not listening. That's not the question. Was she forced to text those messages? You're not listening to what I'm saying to you. If those messages went to her family and friends, why didn't her family and friends speak out about it then? Why are they acting surprised now? See, that's the question. The real question is did her family and friends respond when she sent those messages? And what way did they respond? And here's another thing you better believe they're going to release. That video is going to come out. That video is going to come out. Everybody asks for that video. That uncut video is going to come out. Watch. And that hotel video. Watch what I tell you. Watch what I tell you. Right? There's going to be a lot of people getting legal notices. Right? A lot of people getting legal notices. I had to question myself because nobody loves a kid like their parents. Something happened to your youngin', you out there, it don't matter where it's at. Can't no place in the world take you away from your loved ones. No place in the world. So if something happens to your young one, you out there. Even if it was delayed until you got the money. Didn't they get money donated to them? See, ain't nobody asked those questions. So these people need to go ask her parents and her friends, hey man, what was these messages they said they had in their phone to you guys months before she even went out to Zanzibar? And people don't understand. People deal with this type of stuff all the time. All the time. It's called mental health, man. And you never know the state. That's why I always say you never know the state that people could be putting people in with the stuff they say. Things people say hurt. When you have a lot of followers on social media and people going at you, people were going at Ashlee because she started dating a white dude. They were going at her about that. Even before she passed away. You never know how that can affect a person and their mental, man. You feel me? Some people can't deal with it. It's heartbreaking. And that's why I said, they all try to jump. So if dude come and hit all these people with lawsuits after all this information come out and the video come out, man, ain't nothing you can say. If you slandered his name and he comes sue you and take everything you got, there's nothing you can really say. Right? And to the person who says, well, she was bragging about dating white, that's her own preference. What is that supposed to mean? It only bothers you if you're a racist. It only bothers you if Ashlee's dating a white dude, if you're a racist. I can care less who she's dating. Whatever makes her happy, let it make her happy. I don't get into all that shit. Oh, man, people be worried about who the next person dating and don't even look at what they got going on in their own life. I want y'all to think about this. Think about the most judgmental people y'all see on YouTube. Who is they with? Who have they been married to? Who is they happily ever after with? Show me these people. A lot of these niggas that be talking, they don't even be married. They not. If you saw their lives behind the scenes, you see a whole different story than what they putting out here to the public. See, it's easy to jump on the bandwagon and demonize somebody for something. Peep what I just said to you. They don't want to answer that question. Y'all stay blessed. Sad situation, very sad. And my condolences go to her family and loved ones, man. But I want to hear the answers because now they're saying that before she even went out there, that she sent text messages and messages to her family members that were very, very, very revealing. And that she had already been planning on this before she even went out there on that trip. And in case you think, and you want to say, oh, well, it was Joe who sent those messages. So why didn't the parents make a fuss then? Don't you think if the parents would have seen those messages, they would have automatically started, that would have got their antennas up on this girl? Think about it. This happened a month ago, not a day ago, they said. This happened months ago, before she even went out there. So your family would have been like, oh, what's going on, baby? They would have been on point. Or would they? That's why the parents have to answer these questions. And I'm going to say it again. The fact, it bothers me if the parents did not go out there, especially if they got that donation money. That bothers me. That showed me, because I'm going to tell you something. Everybody in this chat told me, hey, man, I would be out. If that was my kid, then I'm going, it don't matter where they at. I'm going to find out myself. I ain't finna leave no third, fourth part. See, you can't argue with that if you ain't even go out there yourself. No excuses. No excuses. Right? So ask yourself that question. And then start digging deeper into this case. Right? See, this is why the way I think is on a whole different effing level. Because I don't just jump out what the crowd do. I analyze myself and go off what's in my spirit. Now, if it aligns with the crowd, then okay, cool. But it never set well with me, this case, that people just banged on the dude because he was a white dude and they didn't like him. Didn't even know him. Didn't know anything about him. Just didn't like him. Make it make sense. Like, share, and subscribe, everybody. Right? Appreciate all y'all. Right? right? But you never know what a person's dealing with. Somebody listen to this video right now. In the public, nobody knows anything's wrong with you. In private, you dealing with a whole lot. And I'm just going to give y'all a message. Don't quit. Don't quit. Stay strong. Somebody believe in you. Somebody love you. Somebody, you know, even when you feel like they don't. It's somebody that cares. Right? Like, share, subscribe. R.I.P. to Ashlee, man. Beautiful sister, man. Hate to see what happened to her. I hate to see it, man. It bothers me. Young, beautiful sister.
Hey, we always appreciate the support, and if you guys want to do so, you can use the Cash App or PayPal links. They'll be in the description box below this video or pinned at the top of the comments. The top donators will be announced every month. All right, you guys, hope y'all enjoyed the video. Like, share, and subscribe. Make sure y'all cop the merch, and make sure that you get the weight loss formula. The links to that will be in the description box below this video. Check out our next video coming up right now.